Good morning.
Morning, 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 morning. Hey, Jennifer.
Good morning.
Sound like you on the road.
I am in the car. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
No doubt. All right, just trying to give folks a few minutes to get in here. You know.
Yes, I was telling Brent about the class. He's been trying to figure out how to invest. He's in the Navy. So I said, okay, they're having the class
Okay.
again. So
How old is he?
he is 25.
Gee whiz. You are kidding me.
I am not. I was like, oh, you're an old person now. How does that work?
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, 25. He official. It's official. You know, 24. No, but 25 is no back and back. You're official.
Yeah, that's what
You're
he said.
official.
I'm officially a grown up. I was like, yeah, you are.
Yep. Yep. All right, I just had one new person. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Y'all here, y'all should not be penalized. Shamel is in the room. Um I'll ease into it a little bit. So and I know Shamel has been really studying, really studying, which is like, okay, Stu, you better be on your game, man, because it's folks out here that's really taking this and taking it to the next level. So Shamel has been getting up her study game. I'll give her a second to maybe even share the resources, her latest resource. But one of the things that I learned, I have been promoting a couple of platforms like Robinhood is a platform that I've been promoting. But what I learned about Robinhood is Robinhood will tax your income. So you have to file those claim those taxes as a trade platform where if you do like TD Ameritrade or Stash, you don't. So I just learned this literally yesterday, and I'm gonna dig into it a little bit more. I see Miss Fleming, Tamara Fleming. Is it Tamara or Tamara?
Tamara.
Tamara. Good morning, Tamara. Miss Fleming just joined. So, Shamel, do you want to quickly, before we really dig in, just kind of share some of your study resources? Or I like that one book that you were showing off. What can you share with that?
So this book was it's a birthday gift. I'm not into the reality people, but it's from Masika Kalisha. She is on Love and Hip Hop, I believe. A rapper named Fetty Wap's child's mom. But she created a book called Stock Market Tips from a Baby. I got some
I'm
elders.
surprised. I'm surprised you filtered yourself.
I know, right?
We grown in here. It's all grown people in here.
This is true. Some of them growner than me.
I feel that. So what's the title of it again?
Stock Market Tips from a Bad Bitch by Masika Kalisha.
Okay. All right.
This is a 90-day workbook. This is not nothing I should get through over the weekend.
Okay.
It's just the beginning. I'm just in the beginning phases of it. It's pretty much giving, you know, background to the lingo, wording, the jargon, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good. And where did you? Well, it was a gift to you.
This is gifts to me, but the lady is on Instagram. I believe the books are pre-ordered.
Okay.
But yeah, like this is a 90-day planner. This is to get me through the next 3 months and like pretty much basically solidify that I need to actually just go ahead and, do it all the way around.
So real quick,
Investing and trading.
yeah, thank you for that. Real quick, share with us the investments that you already have. Like, where do you invest, and about how much have you invested prior to being in this class? Like prior to this class, and let me make sure I understand this correctly. Is this your first like formal class in learning anything about stocks?
No, so I'm a forex trader.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
it,
Did not know
um,
that. Did not know that.
like I don't trade as hard. I'm still getting because all this is the same. Like, well, it's cousins and they need to be together.
Okay.
From like investing helps with long term chart reading. So the stuff we have to read for investing is longer and more in depth a little bit compared to trading, day trading, where it's just like you get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get
Mm-hmm.
out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so I do a little bit of both
Okay. And how long have you been doing that?
since last June.
Okay. All right. Since June of 2020.
Yes,
And that was your first time getting involved.
getting involved within the trading part, but I just didn't like. I didn't grasp the whole concept behind it
Okay.
initially. So I was just like, I'm gonna make the money back that I'm spending. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I need to do more into it and then be able to go in and get higher points instead of just, minimum a little bit twos and threes. I want to get in and get big money like the people we reading from.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Cool. I'm actually surprised at us. I'm switching subjects a little bit. Like, there were a number of people who were supposed to be in here. A couple of new folks and stuff. I'm surprised that they're not in here. So that's super interesting to me. But nevertheless, it is being recorded, and so we'll keep going. There really should have been about. I'm expecting about 9 or 10 people. Why is my camera off? Hey y'all, there I am. Let me get my smart glasses.
Out of my mouth.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Good morning. Good morning.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
All right, so we're gonna start with some review. I'm gonna go over this a little bit. I'm gonna approach this a little bit differently. I think for everybody in here, it is some review. So let me start. We're gonna review some of the vocabulary. We're gonna look at some charts and we're gonna look at our portfolios. Okay, and we're gonna have some conversation. We're gonna have some conversation. There's Erica. Okay, so she hasn't missed anything. Erica just signed up, so that's cool. All All right, we're going to do a Blook It. Blook It is like Kahoot. So I'm going to give you a second to get your Blook It going, get your Blook It set up. And here it is. It's right here.
Where's that from?
Okay. So you go to blookit.com/play.
Wait,
Go to
I
Blookit.
need my,
You go to blookit.com/play. I'm
yeah,
gonna
this,
put
let
it
me
in
put
the
my
chat.
earpiece in. This guy on that class, I
You are
forget.
hey cuz.
Hey, cousin. I'm sorry.
Put yourself
Oh,
on mute, girl. Put
okay,
yourself
I'm
on mute.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna mute you right now. I'm good to see.
Yeah,
We got
mute
to
me.
catch up. I got you. I got you. We're gonna do a little review. Go to blookit.com/play, and the code is up there as well. 173183. 173183. Just in case you didn't know, I added an extra 15 minutes to the class, so we're 9 a.m. until 10:15 because I know how we do. I learned how we do as a people, so I got to give us time to get in here and have some conversation while we learn and not be stressed out. So know that if you need to get off early, thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that engagement. If you need to get off early or run and do something, I have already set it up to automatically tomorrow set up the recording. So as soon as I started, it started recording. So all the recordings are here.
Awesome.
Yeah. I saw that option. So blookit.com/play, and then you'll put in this code. There we go, 173183. I'm actually, because I did not make up these questions, and quite honestly, I don't even know what the questions will be. I'm joining in with y'all, which means that means I have to be vulnerable because I might get something wrong myself, and I hope I don't. I hope I know, but hey, here we go. I'm getting in. Blookit.com/play, and then you should just click join a game. All you gotta do is click join. You don't have to do the registration or nothing. Just click join a game and type in 173183. Hit that OK arrow, and then it's gonna say enter nickname, and I'm entering mine. So you don't have to do all that registration stuff. I'm in. It should be that fast. If you can't do it right now because you multitasking, I know Erica might be out rehabbing some properties or sewing some, because she's real heavy in the rehab game. I know Saturday is a busy day for her. And Jennifer, I know you, like you said, you listening and learning. So, Miss Fleming, you having any troubles getting in, or you just gonna observe?
No, I'm trying to get in there now.
Okay.
I was just trying to save the, what's her name? Chanel. I can't see her name now.
Yeah, Mel, Shamel.
Yes, I was trying to save that link because I'm surprised that Masika has knowledge like that to write a book. I have my my love and hip hop days and all that just from wanting something mindless to watch, and I'm very very interested at what she has to say. But then I think I might have a good time understanding because she might put it in ways that your average person doesn't
Yes, it's written in urban lingo.
Oh,
Pretty much, I
perfect.
said what I said. Go ahead, look at it. I'm
Yes,
here for the lamer terms. Like, speak to me like you speak to me, so
yes.
I can understand. I don't watch, reality TV like I used to. So, like, I'm just like somebody. When I got to give him like which reality show she from. So,
Right,
but
right.
it's pretty good, and like I said, it's a 90-day process. It's nothing that's going to take a week.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's a
thank
dope
you for
workbook. Check
that.
it out.
I am. I'm so excited about it actually.
Oh, wait a minute, Eric, come on. I just check your email. Check your email. There's another Erica. Okay. 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 All right. Mel is in. Tam Rock
That's
from the
right.
Tam Rock crew. I know how you roll, Tam. Now I'm seeing a Tam Rock in the building. You know how Tam Rock get down. Let's go ahead and get started because I think everybody else is kind of indisposed. So, but everybody will catch on. So let's go. Let's go. Let's start. All right. An exchange where security trading is conducted by professional brokers. What is that? Won't let me enter. Where am I? Oh, come on. I can't enter. Dang. It wouldn't let me enter an answer. Yes, the stock market. It wouldn't let me enter my answer. What's up with that?
How much money do we get after if we win?
I think it's all points. And it won't let me, it will not let me play. Okay, here we go. A certificate documenting shareholders' ownership in the corporation.
Hmm.
I haven't received it on my Gmail account yet. Oh, Lord. That is a stock. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, okay. It's about speed and accuracy. I'm here to put the pressure on y'all. Tam Rock, Professor Stu, and Mel in the building. A certificate documenting the shareholders' ownership in the corporation. That should be what? That is a stock certificate. That is a stock certificate. Okay.
Is there a physical certificate you get? Like
Yes,
a
yes, yes. If you're doing it, like, yeah, so here's one for, this is an actual, let me see if I can pause this. I can't pause it. I'll come back to it, but yes.
okay.
An individual has a variety of investment tools to decrease risk. What is that? Portfolio diversification. Absolutely. Okay. Mm. The uncertainty about the outcome of an investment is called what? Investment risk. Investment risk. Stock other than preferred stock. So if it's not a preferred stock, then it must be
Hmm.
common stock. Common stock. I'm teaching it this way. It might be something that we haven't discussed. Maybe it's something we have, but at anyway, I'm exposing you to it. Oh, Erica got in the game. We call her Pebble. That's my cousin Pebble. Pebble got in the game. All right, cuzzo, I see you. An increase in the number of outstanding shares of a corporation without changing shareholders' equity. Okay, okay, I'm familiar with that one. Matter of fact, Facebook just did this. They had a stock split. They had a stock split.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Get to 2 for 1. Okay, here she goes. Earnings distributed to shareholders. Yeah, come on, you know this one. We talked about this one. That's the dividends. Your dividends. Okay. What? Okay. Okay. Mel, where you at? I'm surprised, Mel. Maybe Mel is busy. Mel might be busy. Less risky.
It's only giving me 1 point.
First to get money back, but don't get a vote. You don't get a vote. Less risky. Okay, well, there's only one option that it could be. First to get money back, but you don't get a vote. That's a preferred stock. Preferred stock. Tam is on it. You fast with you quick with the thumb, Tam. I see you, but okay. Don't be mad if you don't know. The price at which buyers and sellers trade the item in in an open marketplace. That's the market price. That's the market price. That's all right. This is why we're here. This is why we're here. We are here to learn. Stock of a corporation that has faster than average gains in earnings and is expected to continue. Okay. Ah, dang it. I think I'm. Okay. Ah, yeah, growth stock. I got that wrong. Okay. So a lot of these it might also be called emerging stocks or growth stocks. The cannabis industry is one right now. That's an emerging industry. Okay. All right, let's go. Pays higher than average dividends compared to other stock issues. Pays higher than average dividends compared to other stock issues. Yeah, income stock, right? Income stock. Yeah. Income stocks. Okay. Income stocks. Okay. Stocks from a company which has a lower market price considering historical earnings records and value of current assets. Lower market price, value stocks. Okay, I guessed. I guessed at it. I guessed. And I was late, but I guessed. It gave me 1 point. That's why, because it's giving you points for speed too.
Mm-hmm.
Stock from a company which gives consistent records of returns even when the economy is suffering. Always in demand.
No.
I have to pause this 1 second. I'm so sorry. Let me pause this. I have someone who is trying to get in but cannot. Um, so give me 1 second. Let me stop this screen share real quick and get them in because they, tomorrow, you know that feeling.
Yeah, I
You know
do.
that feeling. You like, hold up, I just paid. I wanted to do it. I forgot, and now I can't get in.
Mm-hmm.
So give me 1 second. Let me just. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Come on, computer. Now, when I need it to go fast, it's not going at its own pace. One second.
Oh, it's okay, it's $90, huh? This stock market tips.
It is. It was a gift. They love me. Now I'm about to.
Y'all need friends like yours, Dad.
I did. I did. Like I said, I didn't know nothing about this lady. I
My
mean, I know her. I know her kids. Dad. I like his
friends
music.
my friends be like, here's a kid $10 gift certificate, happy birthday. Getting up
Ooh.
like this.
I kind of think it's from the pages. I think it's worth the $90. Like I
Yeah,
said, it's a 3-month type of thing. You could go back and forth.
A
I
stock
love
that
it.
tends to rise and fall with the economy.
Oh, it started back again?
Yes, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I'm so
He's trying
sorry.
to, oh,
I'm
he's cheating.
assuming y'all looking at the screen, and I should have. Y'all not. Y'all went to another
Oh,
tab.
man. If I lose this,
And I'm sorry. That was not a setup. That was not. It was not a setup.
shady.
All right. Oh, that's so terrible. I'm the only one. Oh, Mr. Stewart, you looking like you out here cheating, man.
You are.
Come on, Stu. Okay, we're back. Very high risk stock from a company with potential substantial earnings in the future. It's a new term. We haven't used this term. Speculative. Speculative. Potential for the future. Okay. Activating cheat codes. Let's go. Stock from a nationally recognized companies which dominate the industry, often having annual revenue of 1 billion or more. Blue chip
Oh
stocks.
shoot.
Blue chip.
Blue chip.
Blue chip stocks. Blue chippers. Let's see.
I'm gonna do bad next week.
The amount of net income after federal income tax belonging to a single share of stock. See, some of this is just contextual. Look at your context clues. Earnings per share. Earnings per share. Earnings per share. We'll get into what all this means because we'll be talking it through. So this is not about you having to get it right. This is about you being exposed to new terms and figuring out how they ratio between the market price of a stock and the profits per share over the last year. Okay, there it is. Hey, Erica Martin.
Hi, sorry about that.
No, no, no. It was no. You're good. Luckily, we're recording this, so you'll get sent the video and you can watch whatever you're missing.
Okay,
Whatever
thank
you
you.
miss. Yes. All right. So we're just doing a little review vocabulary, but again, you'll see all this in the video. Measures how the return from a business is correlated to the return earned from investing in the overall market for stocks. What? This measures that? Oh, I missed it. I didn't answer. Unbelievable. I did not answer. It was beta. Beta deals with volatility too. So Mel is in third, Tam Rock is in second. I think I kind of cheated, so that's not fair. Don't hold that. It was really Tam and Mel that kind of held that down. All right, so look, let's do this. Let's get into it. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I really don't think it's a thank you for being here. It's like congratulations for being here and not being afraid to learn. See, and I this was a revelation for me this past week as well. Is that many adults are afraid to, we adults, so we are, a lot of us are afraid to admit that we don't know something, and some of that is we've been shamed into. I think Samara, you and I were talking about this. Like some of us adults have been shamed. You 30 years old and you don't know this. You 40 years old and you don't. It's like it's so much stuff you don't know in the world. So no, I don't know about stocks and investing. And because I'm the age that I am and I work, don't mean that I'm supposed to know. So it's okay to, as adults, for us to keep learning. And so, everybody trying to act like that they are bosses and investing and all this stuff. That's it's okay, y'all. They not. Everybody ain't balling out investing. Trust me, it's a process. It's a whole process. So I'm going to, because I am who I am, and I think many of you know my pedigree, if you will. Um, 18-time award-winning teacher, 12-time stock market game-winning teacher. I own a couple of businesses. It may sound good on paper, but I'm right with you all. I definitely just been plugging away at this stuff for the last 20 years, and I'm still on that journey. So that's all it is. But we're all in this boat together. What I do want to do real quickly, something that we haven't done, I want each of you to kind of know who's on the call. So if you don't mind telling us, introduce yourself real quick, telling us where you calling in from, what part of the world you're in, and give us your favorite food. If we can do this real quickly, then we'll keep going and we'll stick to our time. So, Miss Fleming, let's start with you. Where you from? Where you calling in from? And what's your favorite food?
Hi, good morning, guys. My name is Tamara Fleming. I'm calling in from New Jersey. Oh, sorry. I'm calling in from New Jersey. My favorite food would be eggplant parmesan.
Oh wow, that sounds delicious.
Yep.
Okay, Erica Martin, it's on you. Where you calling from, and what's your favorite food?
Hi, I'm Erica Martin. I'm calling from south side of Chicago,
Southside.
and my favorite food is pizza.
Come on, come through now. Come through.
Deep dish, thin crust, all kinds.
I know that's right. All right, thank you. Rosemary Stewart, where you calling from, and what's your
Calling,
favorite food?
calling from Chicago. Oh my
Food.
God, what isn't my favorite food? Um, wow. Uh, fish,
Fish.
catfish, salmon.
Fish, which is
Um,
my favorite dish. Without no money, it's still a wish. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Melly Mel, Shamel Hampton, where you calling from, and what's your favorite food?
Chi-town.
I know
Anything the
that.
Mexicans make.
What was the what?
Anything the Mexicans make is mine.
Anything the Mexicans make is yours. Chalupas, Mexican corn, tacos. I
All
get it.
that.
All
All that.
that. All right. Pebbles, Erica Crosby. Where you calling from, and what's your favorite food? Let me unmute. Let me see if I can unmute you. Let me see if I can unmute you.
Am I unmuted?
There you go. We can hear you. Where you go?
Oh, I can't hear. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm Erica, and I'm calling from Evergreen Park.
No doubt.
And my favorite food, like the other Erica, is pizza, and I like chicken Alfredo. Pretty much anything with cheese, even though that's probably not good, but anything with cheese, I'm a cheese person. So yeah, pizza, chicken Alfredo. That's me. No seafood. That's the only thing I don't like.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I know, right?
I know. Thank you for coming in. It's always dope when family joins in. That's
Yeah.
always dope. Mama, that's Pebbles. I don't even.
Hello.
That's
Oh, I
Pebbles,
know you
Mama.
can't see me. My camera ain't working.
No, she can't see you, but yeah, that's Pebbles, Mama. Okay, all right, let's keep going because we don't want to start going down memory lane. All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna do vocabulary. We'll look at some charts. Look at our portfolios. So, what's a portfolio? It's 12 vocabulary words, 6 on this page, 6 on the other. Anybody can tell me what a portfolio is in like 30 words or less? What's a portfolio?
a
Quickly.
portfolio is where you keep all of your stocks.
Not just stocks, all of your
I'm
investments.
sorry, stocks and
Just investments. Just investments.
investments. I'm sorry.
Your
Yeah.
securities. Your securities. So your portfolio includes all of your investments, whether it's CDs, real estate, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs. That's all in your investment portfolio. So it's what's in your portfolio, all of your investment. All right, thank you for that. Thank you for that. A stock. A stock is a piece of ownership in a company. That's all it is. A piece of ownership in a company. You can also have a fraction of a stock. You can have a piece of a stock. You can have 1/100th of a stock. Okay. You can have a whole stock. You can have 1/1000th of a stock. Okay. Meaning, so what does that look like? If Tesla is trading at $750 a share, you can own $1 of that share. And so whatever that fraction, whatever $1, whatever fraction $1 is of the current the current asking price or share price, that's your percentage of ownership. Now, we'll have to talk about how that works in an advanced class, but just know that today you can buy a fraction of a share, fractional shares. Risk. Risk is your willingness to lose or win. That's all it is. Risk is your willingness to lose or win. Okay? What's your risk tolerance? What's your willingness to lose or win? How big are you willing to bet? Okay? Can anybody explain diversification in 30 words or less?
I think of it putting like dealing with investment, not just dealing with one piece of ownership of an investment. You want to diversify, put it in different things such as mutual funds, stock, bonds, insurance, real estate.
Very good. Very good. What you just described is investing in multiple industries. Or you actually described investing in multiple instruments. So you described instruments, right?
Okay.
Mutual fund is an investment instrument. CDs, that's an instrument. Stocks is an instrument. Real estate is an instrument. So you want to have multiple instruments working for you. When we're talking about diversifying your stock portfolio, only stocks, then we're talking about investing in various industries. Okay, it's all about investing in various industries, not just in different companies. Okay.
So you're saying, so that would be like pharmaceutical tech, like
Yes.
kind of, okay, gotcha. Healthcare.
Yes.
Mhm.
Right, right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. All right. A mutual fund is a group of stocks in one portfolio. So instead of buying one stock, you could possibly invest in an entire fund. And that fund, what makes it somewhat attractive is the mutual fund may already be diversified. As a matter of fact, many stockbrokers, their whole job is to curate funds that are profitable, put together funds, package funds. That's what they do to return the greatest profits to their holders. That's what a mutual fund is. It's a diverse grouping of stocks. Okay. A dividend, divvy up my ends, divide the ends, is what some companies, definitely not all companies, some companies pay shareholders, also known as stockholders, a piece of the profits. Some companies pay stockholders, shareholders, same word, a piece of the profits. So in one stock, you see the stock performs well, you buy it at a low price, it exceeds, it sells at you sell it at a higher price. That's a profit. But then some companies will say, in addition to how the stock is already performing, we'll give you some of our profits. What's also interesting about dividends is if the share price goes down and the company still turns a profit, you still get a dividend.
So like, is it like at the end of the year type of dividend check, like almost you're getting a check at the end of the year for how well the company did, or is it like a monthly basis?
It's actually, in most cases, is quarterly. And
Okay.
so a company will announce their dividend yield or their dividend payout for the year. So they may say, we're going to pay 2%. We have a 2% dividend yield, meaning that's what we'll give out, 2%. But it'll be paid out quarterly. And so it'll be 2% of the stock price paid out quarterly. So you'll get every 3 months you'll get 0.5% of that. Not the and so it's the whatever when they announce their dividend yield is based on the stock price at that time. At that time. So even no matter what happens later, up or down, it was paid at the time of the announcement. And that's what you'll get generally quarterly. It could be in a check. It could be it could be in a check. It could be in a direct deposit. Generally, that's how it works. Okay. So we talked about portfolio, basic terms, stock, risk, diversification, mutual fund, dividend. Let me remind everybody, this is not the advanced class. This is purely basics. So you can start to have meaningful conversations and know what you're talking about. Do not try your best not to get swept up in these conversations where people are literally showing off. They're showing off. They're trying to. I mean, they're posting stuff on social media about you. You have to take it all with a grain of salt. Like, to be honest with you, people that got money, they ain't showing it off. They not showing it off. You know that. Everybody knows that. When you get some money, you're not showing it off. Because you don't want people to know what you really what you're working with. You don't want to be a target.
Right.
So keep that in mind, Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to save my op-ed. All right. Last 6 for this class. The NASDAQ, the NYSE, and the MX. Now, I'm going to take this up a bit. I want you to open up that other tab. I want somebody to tell me what NASDAQ stands for. I want somebody else to tell me what NYSE stands for. And then I want a third person to tell me what Amex stands for. And Amex is not American Express. What is the NASDAQ? What does it stand for? What is the NYSE? What does it stand for? What is the Amex? And what does it stand for? They're all three the same thing. Go ahead, Tamara.
I know NYSE is a New York Stock Exchange.
New York Stock Exchange. Very good. The oldest stock exchange in America. I wanted to say in the world, but I have to validate that first. But it is the oldest stock exchange. Before it was stocks, it was cattle, and it was goods. It was mirth and you're right. It was cinnamon and tobacco, coming off the Ellis Island over there in New York. And so that's what before it was stocks, it was livestock. What about NASDAQ? What does NASDAQ stand for? It's a bonus question. Yeah, that's it. Say it. Come on, read it out loud.
Can't remember.
Go ahead and Google. See, this is the other thing. In my classes, even when I was teaching, you don't have to memorize. Please feel free to Google all this stuff. Go ahead.
National Association of Securities Dealership Automated Quotations.
Does it say dealership or dealers?
Dealers. I was reading my own stuff too fast.
So here it is. This is the National Association. Imagine if it said a National Association of Gun Dealers Automated Quotations, or a National Association of Drug Dealers Automated Quotations. It's not what it says. It's the National Association of Securities Dealers. People who deal in securities. Well, what's a security? Any instrument that will secure your money. So funds, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, commodities, right? Mercantile. It could be a security, could be pork bellies, right? So the NASDAQ is the National Association of Securities Dealers, and the automated quotations is how they manage and monitor the price of
Oh,
each
not here.
security. Okay, how they manage the
Okay.
price of each security.
Yeah, she just went to the aunt.
Okay. All right. Now the next two: public company and private company. Both companies can have stock. So tomorrow, this is one of my old companies. This is an actual stock certificate.
Hmm.
It's an actual stock certificate. I'm a private company.
Scott,
My company is not publicly traded, right? But if
Scott,
somebody,
excuse me.
yeah,
Scott, I got
yeah.
a question. Did you ever say what the AMX,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
AMEX was
No,
for?
no, 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 no. I moved too fast. What is it, Erica? What is it, Pepper?
Oh, wow. I should, let me see. Okay, let me tell you what it's for. I shouldn't have asked the question. Um,
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. I'll
okay,
give it up.
thank
So it's the American Stock Exchange or the American Exchange. So NASDAQ holds many of the tech companies. The New York Stock Exchange holds primarily everything else. And the American Exchange holds many of the smaller uh, stocks, smaller companies like penny stocks or emerging stocks, speculative stocks. A lot of those stocks are held on the American Exchange. In this country, you can only purchase um, American stocks on these three exchanges. These are markets. So you're either going to buy from the NASDAQ, the NYSE, or the American Stock Exchange or the American Exchange. If you're like Shamel and you want to get into Forex, holla at Shamel about how to get into foreign exchange. I don't even know that. I don't play that game. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just don't have the time. I don't have the
Yeah.
time. That's all it is. Right. I'd rather set it and forget it for me. Um, so I hope that clears that up. Okay, so I was talking
you.
both
Scott,
pub. Mm-hmm.
I have a question. So, how prominent is penny stock today?
you.
Very prominent.
Oh, okay. All right.
Very, very. I mean, as a matter of fact, when I show you when we look at the charts, I love looking at like Netflix. Netflix is 19 years old. It's a 19-year-old publicly traded company, and when they first started, when their initial public offering was like 99 cents. That's considered a penny stock.
Okay.
But we have some stocks, or right now, penny stocks are real prevalent, particularly in cryptocurrency markets, where you have some cryptocurrencies trading right now for as little as, a fraction of a penny, 0.005 cents. And you figure where people who do day trading and cryptocurrency get excited because they can, you point if a security is 0.005 cents, and in one day it goes up to, it doubles, zero point zero 0.01. That's double. You doubled your investment. So they could put $100 in something like that and double it in a short amount of time. So penny stocks are still very, very relevant today. That's actually how you go from speculative stock to an emerging stock to a more mature security. That's how it works. Some stocks start very small and then their value increases over time. And so we'll see that with Netflix stock when it goes from like 99 cents or $1 and is currently trading at over $500 now per stock, per share. Okay, quickly. So you can have stock in both public companies and private companies. Public companies, you have to, if you want to buy stock in a public company, you go through one of the exchanges, the NASDAQ, the NYSE, or the MX. If you want to buy stock in a private company, you got to talk to the owners directly. You have to call Scott Stewart if you want to invest in Genius Lab. and you'll get an actual certificate. It shows your ownership value, your ownership or your equity is that's the other term. Your equity, how much you own, what kind of stake you have in that company. All right, these next two, Dow Jones, it should say Dow Jones 30. I want you to know that it's the industrial Dow Jones 30 and the S&P 500, Standard and Poor's 500. These are indexes, and actually, the plural of index is indices. So these are indices, and these are measurements. These are economic measurements. The Dow Jones measures the 30 top biggest publicly traded companies in America. And however those top 30 moves is an indicator of how the economy is doing. The S&P 500 measures the top 500 biggest publicly traded companies in America, including the Dow 30. And both of these indices measure the economy. 30 companies on the Dow Jones are like McDonald's, Verizon, Home Depot, 3M, some really popular companies. And the financial industry says how consumers spend money with those 30 companies or with those 500 companies is an indicator of how well the U.S. economy is doing. So when you talk about this $1.9 trillion stimulus package that is soon set to be passed, it just passed the House, now it has to go to the Senate for a vote. The reason the government keeps injecting the economy with cash is to spur spending, spur developments. They want you to renovate your homes. They want you in Home Depot. They want you to hire your contractors because your contractor is going to go to Home Depot. They want you to go to McDonald's. They want you to buy that new iPhone. They want you to. That's how, business is how the economy is fueled. So they keep injecting money into the economy, hoping to stimulate people working again, buying and selling. That's what the hope is. So the country keeps investing money in its people. So if I put 1.9 trillion in a day over the next 10 years, that 1.9 trillion should 10x. It should be 19 trillion in income over 10 years. You see how that kind of works? Not only is it just consumers, but if I infuse the economy with money, I can also work on infrastructure like securing bridges and streets, and I can build buildings and build more cars and all of that good stuff. Everything. Go ahead. You got a question? Nope.
No.
Okay. All right. So, and the last one that we have is probably the most important one. The biggest one is the market capitalization. Market cap. The market cap is the value of a company. The value of a company. And it's really, the market cap is really just a mathematical formula. You take the last stock price and multiply that by the number of outstanding shares. Outstanding shares meaning the number of shares that the company still has available to trade. And that'll tell you the value of the company. So the value of the company can change daily. Generally not by much. If you pay attention to when the news reports how the markets were doing, the reports are generally small changes day to day. The Dow Jones was up 4%, 4 points today. That's 4 percentage points. The S&P 500 was down 2 points today. They really try to scare us when they say you know, the Dow Jones was up 400 points today or is down 400 points today. Don't be intimidated by those numbers at all. Um, I'll say this too. This is a piece of op-ed. The news is the longest running television show in television history. It's a television show. It's no different than Love and Hip Hop. It has a format. The top of the hour, late breaking, so that scared the people. In the middle, you got some sports. Towards the end, you got the weather, you know, and at the end, you got the good Philly story, the feel good story. The format never changes. So be mindful. It's you got to question some of that news sometimes. That fake news stuff is a real thing sometimes. So don't get too caught up in the news. The news will have you buying GameStop at $220 and watching it drop to $20. You don't go to the news to figure out how to invest in the stocks. That ain't the place to do it, right? How do you know where to go to invest in stocks? There are a bunch of publications: Fast Company, Investopedia, Motley Fool, Morning Brew, Bloomberg Report, the Wall Street Journal. How do you know what to invest in? Read the articles. Read the articles. Start having conversations with people who are having these conversations. Follow the people on Instagram or social media that are in the news, making the news, right? Y'all know what Jay-Z did? He did two major things this week. Anybody know? I know you may not even follow Jay-Z, but
He created that platform so you get credit paying your Netflix and simple stuff.
that's crazy.
Smart.
Absolutely bananas. So you'll get credit for, and it makes sense because many of us have these subscriptions on auto anyway, so we paying them on time.
Mm-hmm.
We paying them on time. It's on auto.
Mhm.
And so now you could get credit towards your credit report for paying monthly subscriptions to your subscription services on time to improve your credit. Dang, why ain't I think of that? That's one. The other piece is that deal he has with Hennessy. I can't say the name of the company properly, so I'll just call it Hennessy. Auburn, I can't say it right. But that's a major deal. Like that company is hundreds of years old. And they let a black man get half the company.
They saw what he did with his drinks. Don't you?
Say it again, ma'am.
They saw how the Ace of Spade was moving. They needed part of that. Come on,
Got it.
sell his brand.
Got it. Got it. So we'll get into it more. As you know, look, it's only the end of February. It's only we're still in quarter one. Imagine where this group of people will be by the end of this year. Because we're just having the conversation. So I'm looking at the time. Okay. I'm not staying late. I'm not staying late. So 10:15, we out of here. Okay. I'm gonna come back to these next week, but because you'll have access to the video and I put it up on the screen, you can see it. But we'll talk about these in more depth next week. Okay. So let's just go ahead and look at a chart. Let's look at your portfolio. So Erica and Miss Martin and Miss Crosby, what I want you both to do, you haven't done, you'll need to go to Investopedia. I'm sorry I did not put that into the instructions. Go into Investopedia and go to Simulator and create you an account. Sign up. Once you do that, you're going to join a game. And the game that you're going to join is the Saturday morning Get Money Crew. Saturday morning Get Money crew. And my portfolio is terrible in this group right now. Well, I think early in the week I was down here at like number 10, down at the bottom, but now I'm in 5. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But I want you all to go ahead and get in here. Let me know if you have any problems. This is how you get access to your $100,000 to start playing. I don't want you to be concerned that Shamel has $131,000 in her account. Everybody started with $100,000. Actually, we're going to be, because she has done so well, we'll be using her portfolio as the example of companies to look at and how things are performing. At one point, I know, because I can see everybody's portfolios, I know that Shamel was operating her percentage increase at one point was over 54%, about 54%. Right now, her portfolio is up 31%, which is why you see she has $131,000. So that 31% is $31,000. Pearl Ray, an older woman who joined us in the beginning, hasn't done anything in her portfolio since day one. I'm talking about a true set it and forget it. I know she hasn't looked at her portfolio since January 4th or 5th, and she's up 2%. So I ain't mad that you can create a portfolio and it's just $2,000, $1,000 a month basically, for doing nothing. That's fine. Jennifer, who was here earlier, she's up $40, $37, 0.4%.
How do I see other, like what you're reading from? I seem to only see mines.
Do you see rankings? If you go to rankings,
okay,
and
gotcha.
just click on rankings, you should be able to see the list, although you may not be able to see what their actual investments are.
Okay, I see it now. Thank you.
Okay. Miss Martin, are you in? We can hear you now.
I'm sorry. No, not yet.
Okay. All right.
But I will.
All right. So let's look at Shamel's portfolio. She is performing. She's the orange line, performing better than the S&P 500. So that's great.
Which one is Chanel's?
She's the orange line. I'm on my screen. You see my screen?
Oh, okay, yes.
Shamel's C. Hampton's profile. So I also want you all to think of this. Think of Shamel's portfolio as a fund. If you were to invest in her fund, the C. Hampton's profile is a fund. And so if you invested in her fund, you see that this fund has an annual rate of return of 497%. If her fund continues to perform at this level, if you put $100 in, you'd have an additional $497 at the end of the year.
Scott,
if this fund continues to perform at this level. Yes.
I see it now. I see the annual return. I see. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look at what she has. Now, it doesn't matter. Shamel, I hope you don't mind if people seeing what you invest in. Yeah, it doesn't matter, because every last one of us in here can be highly successful. So success ain't limited. Success is unlimited. As a matter of fact, if we were an investment group and we wanted everybody to succeed, we would be sharing and trading what we're investing in and how and how we're leveraged. So I want to bring attention to, for example, Afria. What I like about this Afria in this case is, so here's Afria, APHA. Afria, right? She bought it at $7.55 a share. But she has 1,000 of these. It would be very different if she only had 10, or if she only had 20, or if she only had 200. But because she has 1,000, since her investment, well, actually, you can see. So if she bought 1,000 at $7.55 cents per share, so her initial investment was $7,550. Now this Afria is worth $17,840. Why? Because the current stock price is $17.84 per, and she has 1,000 of them. So since her investment in Afria, her portfolio has increased 136%, or $10,290. The same thing with GW Pharmaceuticals. She bought it at $114.97. It's up almost exactly $100. It's almost up $100 a share. Now it's $214.25. So it's 42,000 since the beginning. So she's added almost $20,000. So between these two, there's your $30,000 right there in two companies. Shamel ain't concerned that she's losing $193 on Amazon, partially because I'm sure that she knows Amazon gonna come back. Amazon ain't going nowhere for the next 10 years.
Amazon just opened a store in Evergreen where the old Kmart used to be.
And that's the contactless store.
Right.
You gotta have your phone on when you go in, and all you do is pull stuff off, put it in your cart. It automatically checks it and deducts, and you just walk out the store. You just walk out, go in with your phone, and walk out. Right? Amazon got Amazon Dating. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
Yep.
I just learned that this morning. I thought I thought he was joking. I said, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Amazon ain't going nowhere. So, again, Shamel ain't concerned that Toyota is down $123. She ain't concerned that Facebook is down $21. Since she started investing, all of her investments are up except 3. And I know for a fact, I know for a fact that there were times when this wasn't the case. She had more. There were more companies that were. I think this Southwest just bounced back. Quite honestly,
Mm-hmm.
Southwest just bounced back. This was a rough week in the market. Actually, it was rough this week. All right, so let me back up. I have 8 minutes. So let me go back here. So that's looking at the chart. But let me give both Ericas some insight. So I talked about looking at an actual chart. I use Google Finance. There are many charts for you to look at. I like Google Finance because it's clean to me, it's simple, and it's easy to use to me. When we're looking at the chart, and I'll just do Groupon. I'll just use Groupon. A couple of things I want you to notice. This $43.40 is the close price. So that's how much one share of Groupon common stock is. $43.40. The markets close. The markets are only open from 9:30 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is this thing that happens in after hours. I honestly can't talk to you about it too much because I don't know enough about how to trade off hours. But I wouldn't even worry about it right now. That's an advance. We'll get into it probably a little later. I'm going to talk to Shamel about Shamel leading some of these sessions in the future because she has a different perspective being a Forex kind of day trader than I do. But we'll get into that in more of the advanced stuff. Just know that on Monday morning, if you wanted to buy this stock today, nothing moves until 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday morning. Cryptocurrency is 24/7. It never stops, but stocks do. They go off. I also want to bring attention to that we know the day range based on the last day of trading, right? The lowest that stock got was $35.41. And the highest it got in the day was $44.46. In the last year, Groupon has been as low as $9.60 and as high as we already see, this $44.46. We know Groupon has a market cap of $1.25 billion. It's interesting because Groupon, when they first went public, was like $25 billion company. So I got to figure out what's happening there. And that's all that I want to pay attention to on this. I do want to see if they don't pay a dividend. And there are only a handful of stocks that do pay dividends. Groupon does not pay a dividend.
Do you have to buy a certain amount in order to qualify for dividend?
Nope. I think I put $5 on Amazon. I put $5 on, I believe it was Amazon. No, it was Apple. I had put $5 on Apple right before they announced their dividend, and I got 2 cents. But look, how much is Apple trading at? How much is Apple trading at? Apple stock is $121. I put $5 on it. That's a fraction of a share, and I got a fraction of the dividend. I got 2 cents. So I'll get 2 cents every quarter. Even if I increase my leverage, even if I say I'm gonna buy 10 shares, because I had it is based on that time in the past, it's not gonna affect my dividend payout for this year. Next year, if they announce, then I'll have a different payout for next year because I have leveraged that investment. I have more shares instead of having a fraction of a share. Okay. So when I go look at a stock, and I know we were looking at Groupon, but now we're looking at Apple, and I am stopping at 10:15. I normally go and I look at the max of the company first. Man. So as long as this company has been traded, it's up 100,000%. That's unfathomable. Did I say that word right?
Yep.
Here's your penny stock. In 1981, February 27th, 40 years ago, it was 12 cents a share.
Okay.
So, you can put $100 on that and have how many shares? You know what I mean? 100 shares, or more than that. You'd have 1,000 shares almost. So if you had 1,000 shares of this, and because you put $100 on it, now you got 1,000 shares worth 121. That's $12,000. So it's worth it to me to put $100 in the closet and wait 40 years to go back to that closet for it to be $12,000. That's fine. Fine by me. Because I'm going to blow $100 on nothing. Just it's $100 exit ticket out to walk outside. It costs you got to pay $100 to go to your car. Costs money to go outside. Okay, so max is 100,000%, because that's historical. Over the last 5 years, Apple is up 370%. Y'all see that? In the last year, Apple is up 77%. So based on this alone, do you think it's smart to invest in Apple? I would say it's not enough. I don't have enough information.
No?
Because in my old Janet Jackson days, what have you done for me lately? That's all cool historically. So you do have the history of improving. That's good. What's happening now? And this is where it gets tricky. So I got 60 seconds to get this out and I'm done. You may say, oh, in the last 6 months, Apple is down 3%. In the last month, Apple is down 14%. In the last 5 days, Apple is down 5%. On Friday, Apple was only up 0.22%. Oh no, Apple down lately. Don't buy it. And I'm saying, Apple down, it's on sale. You better grab it. You better grab it. Why? Because what goes down can come up. And Apple has demonstrated historically that they know how to increase value. And so don't worry about when it goes down. When it goes down, that's a sale. That's your favorite brand on sale. Go grab some and sit back and wait. Send me your questions in an email. Think about this. If you have any questions, hit me up. That's it for today. I'll push this recording out and bring your questions back next week or
Thank
throughout
you.
the week. Okay?
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
All right. Good luck.
Everybody stay safe.
Have a good week.
Ms. Martin, let
Have
me
a good
know if
one.
you have if you need any help with getting on to Investopedia.
Okay,
All right.
I'm about to do it tonight.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
All right.